Hi everyone, it's Anna Nguyen here. I hope everyone's doing really well during this COVID time. Today, I would like to show you how I edit my photos for nails, lashes, using two main apps that I use called Facetune and Snapseed. Let's begin. So firstly, I go into an app called Snapseed. As you can see, I've downloaded the app. Now, Snapseed is at the moment, it's free. So it's free to download and edit your photos. So you go into Snapseed. Then you select your photos that you want to edit. So click on it. And I choose the folder where the photo that I have. So as you can see, here's a selection of photos that I would like to edit. Now, let's start with this one. As you can see, the photo is quite clear, but it's dull. It's not as bright, and it doesn't look as eye-capturing. So what I do, first of all, I select on tools. It'll give me a whole selection of tools that I could use. So what I do firstly is I click on Tune Image. So when you go select up and down, it will give you a selection of what you want to do, how you want to create your photo to looking brighter, dull. So I usually go in brightness first. In order to select how bright, then you run your finger left and right. So right is bright and then dark. I want it to just be right. So I think that's about it. Then I go down to, say, saturation, which adds a bit more color to the photo. As you can see, it highlights the photo, but of course, again, you don't want it too much, too bright. Okay, next one is the warmth and cool. Now you want to add a bit of warmth to the photo, but not too warm. As you can see, it looks a bit yellow. The client's skin looks a bit yellow. So I just want a bit of warmth. I think that's about it. I think that should do it. Once you're done, you click on the tick on the bottom. This is before and this is after. Then what I do is I go tools again and I select details. Now on details, this is where we smooth out the client's skin. As you can see, just run left and right. Just hold your finger and slide left to right. You can see how different her skin looks. Without making it too perfect, we want to make it more realistic. So what I do is I changed it up just a tiny bit. I think it's good enough here. And then again, once you're done, you tick. Next part I use is selective, brush, or healing. Now with selective, it's only good for, like, say, areas that you want to highlight, only that area without highlighting the whole photo. Like before we did brightness, this is brightness in only a certain area. For example, if I zoom in, I want to highlight this area only. As you can see, once I press across, see how it only highlights that area but not highlight the whole photo. See? So if you want to highlight just a certain area, then you can. And once you're done, you can go up, down to select saturation, to blend in the skin. As you can see, it blends in the skin now. Once you're done, again, tick. There's a photo. Next one I would use is healing. Now healing, what it does is it removes pimples, freckles, anything that you don't want in the photo. So for example, this client has a few freckles that I want to remove. So what I do is I zoom in and I click. I just click on it. Okay. So any areas that you want to smooth out the skin, you just click on it and it will remove it for you. If you're not happy with it, you can always press the back button. It will erase your work. There you go. Once I'm done, I tick it again. So here's the before and here's the after. Huge difference now. Next, we're going to go onto lens blur. As you can see, there's heaps of other tools that you can use here. These are the main tools that I use because I don't want to edit too much of the photo. So lens blur is the next one I use. So you press on lens blur. So what lens blur do is it focuses on the area you want. So in this case, I just want to highlight the eyes. Now with the eyes, again, left and right, as you can see, the areas are the surrounding area is all blurry, and it focuses on the eye only. You can adjust how big, how small you want the eye to the focus around the eye, and blur everything around it. And when you go up and down, as you can see, there's transition. You can edit the transition, how big or how small you want the transition. And what next one I use is vignette, the strength of vignette. So what it does is, as you can see, it brightens and it darkens the surrounding area of the eye, making the eye the focal point of the picture. There you go. Here's the before and here's the after. It's a huge difference. And now sometimes I can go back onto that and might edit a little bit brighter if I like. Yep. And then I can maybe go detail and edit, blend it in a little bit more. Pretty much this is it. I usually keep it like that. I don't edit too much on the photo. Once you're done with editing, you can export and save. The next step I want to show you is Facetune, as we have here, Facetune. You can select the photo that we want just before, and this is what we had just done on Snapseed just before. Press next, it will come up the photo that we've just edited. Now with Facetune 2, the great thing about it is you can adjust lighting, filter, detail, touch up, whiten, smooth out the skin even more, but we've done that on Snapseed already, so we don't need to do it again. So what I usually do with Facetune 2 is I press on whiten. Now with whiten, I zoom in and I color. Using my finger, I just color lightly the white area of her eyes. Now you can see this is before and after. I don't want it too much, so I just have it very subtle, and then I click on the tick button. The next great thing with Facetune 2 is details. Now what I do with details, using my finger again, I zoom in and I color in her iris. As you can see, her eyes begin to really shine, and just a bit of touch up on her bottom lashes. This is before and this is after. As you can see, it's huge change. So once I'm done with that, I'm happy with that, I tick. So now as you can see, before and after, her eyes are much more dramatic now. So another great tool with Facetune 2 is filters. Now with filters, you can click on filter. It has different filters that you can use. It's really good. Yep. So if you like this one, yeah, keep it, apply, tick. Another great option is the light effects. Now this light effects, you can add a bit of lighting to it, add a bit of overlay, which is great for real. You want to really want to emphasize your photo. There's heaps of things like overlay, but I just use just for something simple. And once you're done with it, again, I click on it. Now, another great thing about Facetune too is patch. Now with patch, it erases all lines, wrinkles. However, the difference between Snapseed and Facetune is you can select the area of the skin that would match with what you want to remove. For example, I click on that. As you can see, I can move the circle around, bigger, smaller, and I select the area that would blend in the most with the area that I want to fix, that I want to hide. So if I move the circle there, I can move the circle here. So whichever you think that would blend in most, click. Yeah. So that's before and that's after. Makes a huge difference. So this is a great skin blending. Okay. Once you're done, hit download. And that's it. Now you're all ready to go using these photos for Facebook, Instagram, whatever your needs are. I hope you enjoy this great tutorial. Please let me know in the feedback and how I can improve. Thank you.